hot off the heels of yesterday's Love Island First Look, guys, is today's First Look. So welcome to it. And let's start with that question we all want the answer to: who is going to be dumped tonight? As you know, last night's episode ended with the three couples with the least amount of votes standing by the fire pit, and Shakira and Ty, because they had the highest number of votes, now have to make a choice as to who will go home. Who do you think it's going to be? We had three couples up there, as I just said: Connor and Emma, we had Harrison and Lauren, and we had Tommy and Lucy. Now, from Shakira's perspective, there's a problem, isn't there? Yeah, and that is Connor and Emma. Well, Shakira really fancies Connor now, so she's probably going to want him to stay. Secondly, Harrison and Lauren. Shakira's good friend Tony really fancies Harrison now, so she probably wants them to stay. Tommy and Lucy doesn't affect Shakira at all, so she's likely to gun for Tommy and Lucy, I think, to go. Now, I don't think she'd like to do that because I think Tommy is a nice guy and well liked, and it'd be a bit cruel. But if Shakira is feeling selfish, she'll definitely do it. Because if she loses Connor and she's not happy with Ty, she'll have no one to go to. And if Harrison goes, Tony will probably be really upset. So I think it might be Tommy and Lucy. Unless Shakira thinks Harrison has behaved badly, he's bad for my friend Tony, I don't want him here, so let me just get rid of the guy. In which case it'll be Harrison and Lauren. But I think Connor and Emma might be safe. Yeah, Connor. I mean, he is like covered in Teflon. The man is just, he's escaping every little trap set for him and doing very well at it too. So well done, Connor. And Emma. Emma's staying in there, even though Emma hasn't really struck up much with anyone, really. She's just been bollocking Harry and shouting at Connor. I'm not saying I don't like Emma, but that's the impression I get thus far. Do you agree with me? Who's your money on? And you know, it's a shame Tommy would go, isn't it, really? But I feel like by choosing Lucy, his reputation took a bit of damage there, and I don't know where there is for Tommy and Lucy to go. They're not the most interesting couple. But that could just be because the editors never show us them, just like they never show us Bellicus and Boris. Do you, editors? No, you don't. So from the press release today, after they discuss the stuff about the dumping, here's what we have. The next night, a surprise text message arrives for Bellicus, causing a major stir amongst the group. Islanders, tonight there'll be a recoupling in which the girls will choose which boy they want to recouple with. Hashtag no more triangles. This'll be fun, Yasmin says. As always, Islanders can expect the unexpected. So straight after we have dumped two couples, we now have a recoupling, which of course gives the Islanders a chance to get with the people they actually really want to get with, which I guess will mean Shakira will couple up with Connor, Emma will be single, she'll probably end up with Ty, and there'll be lots of shuffling around. I wonder who Dijon will couple up with. Actually, no, hang on. Don't care about that because the girls are choosing, aren't they? The girls are choosing. So that means Tony can choose Harrison if she gets there before Lauren, assuming they haven't been dumped. Well, it could be quite an exciting recoupling, couldn't it? Yes, it could be. Now, that's all the information I currently have, guys, which is a bit disappointing, isn't it? It's unusually brief. So I think we can ascertain from that something is bound to happen between the dumping of the couple at the beginning of the episode and the recoupling, which normally happens towards the end of the episode, doesn't it? So we'll probably get some sort of through line in between that, and maybe we'll focus a bit more on those couples who've been a bit absent from our screens as of late. So what else can I tell you? Well, of course, you all know Will and Uma are engaged to be married, guys. Amazing. Another Love Island couple after Kai and Sanam, who are now on the road to marriage, and a very fancy ring he bought Uma too. Will must be a very wealthy man. I mean, the ring he's bought her looks as valuable as a car. And the ring I bought my wife when we got married wouldn't have even bought her a bicycle. So there we go. That's how generous I am. But I will leave you with this because I didn't get a chance to cover it properly, and that is this final bombshell who is apparently coming in, I guess really, really soon, because we're kind of running out of time. But apparently this is true. Love Island line up sexy female footballer as late bombshell to create maximum drama after explosive movie night. Female football ace Katarina Peter is lining up to score on Love Island. Okay, dating bosses are finalising their team sheet for the closing half of the summer series and reckon the Portuguese defender has what it takes to be a game changer. The beauty, who's a model away from the pitch, plays for Atletico London but has vast experience across the Women's League, including for Millwall Lionesses, Club Atletico, Leyton Orient, West Ham. Okay, that's all football stuff. A source said Kat has been busy in pre-season training but is on ITV2's list as a late bombshell. Do we actually think she's going to come in, or is this just PR nonsense? Because it looks like she is the kind of girl that DeJean would be interested in, that Harry would be interested in, that any of the guys, especially Connor, he'd be interested in her as well. So I'm wondering whether she's actually going to come in or whether this is just PR fluff. But if she does come in, I think that would be a great way to shake things up as we get closer to the end, because I know a lot of us are saying, look, we don't like any couples yet. We're struggling to connect with any of these couples because they haven't been together long enough and they don't stay still long enough, as was demonstrated by the vote last night. The idea that Shakira and Ty were voted the most compatible couple seems really weird when you think about it, because Shakira barely knows the guy. I think that vote was just for Shakira because people like Shakira. But my point is, that's where we are. So if they're going to keep up this formula of constantly disrupting things, I think they will bring her in. But if they're thinking, okay, now it's time to just let things settle for a little bit. But the danger in that is, of course, if things settle, they could get boring. And I know how much you hate being bored, don't you? In fact, you're probably bored right now, which is why I'm going to end this video to save you any more boredom. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later, and goodbye.